Yoka says, cutting off the root directly. Don't be bothered with the branches and the leaves. One thing about roots, it is hidden, so you don't see it. It is invisible. So whatsoever you see as your problem cannot be the root. Remember it. Somebody says, sex is my problem. It cannot be, because he can see it. Somebody says, greed is my problem. It cannot be, because he can see it. Whatsoever you can see ordinarily is not your problem and cannot be. These are just leaves and branches. Roots remain hidden deep down underneath. They are not available to ordinary consciousness. They become available only when you become extraordinarily conscious. That's what meditation is all about. Becoming extraordinarily conscious. Going deeper and deeper into things. Not being deceived by appearances, leaves and branches. Looking deeper and deeper. Finding a deeper problem hidden in a problem. And going on and on. Just like peeling an onion. And there are many layers, many layers. And if you go on deeper, deeper, you will be surprised. There are not rocks, but only one rock. In the end, you will find the only problem is how to remember what Buddha calls right mindfulness. And Gurdjieff calls self-remembering. What Krishnamurti calls awareness. The only problem is how to become luminous at the very center of your being, alert, aware, there, with no sleep. Radiantly aware. That is the root. Unawareness is the root. Cut the roots and you are released. This very moment you can be released. And to cut the root, you need not go on preparing. You cannot say that first I will cut the leaves and then the branches, because how can I immediately cut the root? I have to prepare. There is no connection. By cutting the branches and the leaves, you are not getting ready to cut the roots. It helps in no way. You can go on cutting the branches and the leaves for millions of years and you will be in the same situation. Whenever you have to cut the root, you will have to cut the roots. Cutting off the roots directly. And this word directly is very important. Immediately. Right now. Without postponing. Without bringing time in. If you bring time in, you will never be able to cut the roots. Because if you said tomorrow I will do, then your forgetfulness, your unawareness would have lived 24 hours more. Your roots will become more strong. If you say next life, then meanwhile, you will be nursing your unconsciousness, nurturing, strengthening it. If it is difficult now, it is going to be more difficult tomorrow. And so on and so forth. If you see the point, do it right now. Cut it. Don't postpone. Don't bring time in. In fact, there are two kinds of times, and you have to understand them. One is the clock time, the chronological time. I'm not talking about it. There is another kind of time, the psychological time. I'm talking about it. What is psychological time? It is the gap between you as you are and the idea as you would like to be. That gap is psychological time. You are poor and you would like to be rich. That gap is psychological time. You are a sinner and you would like to be a saint, and that gap is psychological time. You are angry and you would like to be full of compassion. That gap is psychological time. Ideals create psychological time. And man is caught in psychological time. And you are having so many ideals. You would like to be this, you would like to be that. And all those ideals are preventing you to be that which you are. The should is psychological time. The ought is psychological time. Let shoulds disappear. Let there be no oughts. Forget about ideals. You are not to be anybody else. You cannot be anybody else. All that you can be, you already are. To see it is to cut the roots of time. Then there is no postponement. You cannot say tomorrow I will do. Either you understand or you don't understand. If you understand, you do it right now. If you don't understand, you simply say, I don't understand. But don't say that I will do it tomorrow. That is tricky. You are pretending as if you have understood. If you see this is poison, and you were just going to drink, and I say this is poison, will you say, tomorrow I will not drink, but right now I have poured it in the cup, and I am half on the way. Tomorrow, you are saying, truth, tomorrow I will not drink. But how can I do it right now? If you have seen the point, if you have understood me, that this is poison, will you say that I will do it tomorrow? In fact, the cup from your hand will slip on its own account. It will fall down on the floor. This is poison, if understood, brings immediate radical change. This is what he means by directly. Once you understand a thing, if you understand it at all, it affects you immediately. But people say, we can understand. Intellectually we have comprehended it. Now we will practice. Now we will think more about it. Now we will change our character slowly, slowly. Gradually we will go. To go gradually is to go indirectly. To go abruptly, suddenly, in the moment, is to go directly. And the roots can be cut only directly. Leaves can be cut indirectly. Because they are indirect. Roots are direct. Once you cut the roots, the whole tree will die. It is at the source.